What's going on, y'all? Yeah, I'm rolling in my car, headed somewhere. I'm not sure yet exactly where I'm going, but thankfully I got my GPS with me, so you know, hopefully I don't get lost if I actually listen to my GPS and follow the instructions. And that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. We're going to talk about GPS. Normally that stands for Global Positioning System, but today that means something different. We're going to say that it stands for Graduation Positioning System. Are you guys using your GPS? Do you even have one? Do you even know where to get one? We're going to talk about that because the GPS is going to be very important for you to understanding where you are in your journey towards graduation. Where are you? Just like if you're traveling, let's say going to California, you're going to want to make sure you know where you are along the way. Because if you are leaving Des Moines headed for California, you figure out that you're in Chicago, you're supposed to be heading to California, I think you're headed the wrong way, right? And that's the thing. A lot of you don't even know where you are with regards to your journey towards graduating. You don't know how many credits you have necessarily. You don't even know what your grade point averages are. And it's important to understand where you are so you know exactly where it is you need to be, where you need to, how much harder you need to work, what classes you might need to make up, all these different things. But before we get all into that, let's, as always, see what some of your classmates have to say about their position. Are they using their GPS? Let's check it out. I'm listening to my music, excuse me. So, you plan on graduating 2012, right?
Yes.
Do you know where you stand with your credits?
They say I'm on track, and I looked and it says 16.75 or something like that.
Do you know your grades in your classes currently?
Yeah.
Are they alright?
Yeah.
So if I asked you your grades, you would be able to tell me what you have in each class?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's going to help you maintain being on track. Alright, good answer. Alright, so are you on track to graduate?
Yup.
You know how many credits you have?
No, at home on the track. I talk to my counselor all the time. So.
Okay, alright. Do you know, if I was to ask you, go through all your classes, do you know what your grades are right now?
No, not right now.
Not right now?
I know a few of them.
Okay, alright. Do you know how many credits you have right now?
Right now I have 15.
15?
17, something like that.
Okay.
I know by the end of the year I'll have 21.
Okay, good. You know, if I was to ask you, go through each of your classes, would you know your grades?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you know you're on track to graduate?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, do you know how many credits you have right now, currently?
Currently, I think I have like 16, but by the end of this semester, I'll have 19 and a half.
Alright, that's good. You know your grades are?
Yep.
Alright, so you know you're on track to graduate?
Yeah, I'm on track.
Excellent. So, as you can see, some of your classmates are in a pretty good position. They have a pretty good idea of where they are with regards to their credits, their grades, their GPA, knowing what maybe the colleges that they're looking for are interested in seeing. But the question is, do you know? Some of you have asked these questions. Do you know what your credits are? And you guys can guess around. You think you might be here, you might not be. But it's real easy for you to find out exactly where you are. You have, of course, your Gear Up advisor. You have your advisory teacher. You have your counselors. All these people are a part of your GPS, your graduation positioning system. They are there to help give you the information that you need in order to be in the right place, in the right position to graduate in 2012, which is the goal. What are some other resources that you can use? We've talked about this previously in other videos about the resources that are available to you. Are you using them? Are you taking a full advantage of what's available to you? One thing that we want to make sure that you are also using is the counseling center. We've talked about that. We've talked about the academic success lab. That's very important, especially for those of you that are trying to catch up on credits, because you want to make sure that you are getting all the credits that you need to have and have to have in order to graduate. Plus, if your goal is to go to college, you want to make sure you have all the correct classes that the colleges are looking for. So that is also very, very, very important. And I'm not even going to take a lot of time on this because this is a lot of information that we've talked about. But what I do want to do today is I want to highlight a special Gear Up student today. Call it a Gear Up student highlight. I'm going to give you a chance for her to introduce herself to you and talk a little bit about herself and where she is. She not only has her GPS, she uses her GPS, and she uses it to the fullest advantage to get to where she wants to be. She's ahead of the game, very far ahead of the game, and she's doing things and got great plans, big plans. So I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna let her introduce herself and share a little bit about herself and give a little bit of advice coming from one of your own peers. So check it out. We'll see you in a little bit.
My name is Heaven Sly, and I am a junior graduating early. Currently, I have about 17 credits. At the end of the year, I should have about 26. I have currently about 24 college credits. After my junior year, my plans are to go to the University of Iowa and to major in Japanese and dance. With my major, I would like to go teach in Japan through their JET program, which provides people who have gone through college to teach English in Japan, whether or not they have a teaching major or not. And then also I would like to see about opportunities in teaching in dance, whether in America or Japan.
Now, when I met Heaven, I had to tell her personally that she is a beast because she is on point with her credits, with her grades, with her goals, and using and taking advantage of all the resources that are available to her. And in the process of this interview, I wanted her to give you all some information from her point of view that she felt might be helpful to her classmates. So I'm gonna let her share just a little bit about her feelings and her thoughts about graduating early and things of that nature. So I'll let Heaven take it over.
To me, it's very important to know my grades, so I know where my GPA is standing, so I know where my class standing is, and also to know that I have enough credits to be able to graduate, whether it's early or not. Most scholarships that I know of that are University of Iowa based are about a 3.7 GPA or higher, but I know that a lot of other scholarships out there normally require about a 3.0 or higher. And then credit standing wise, I know that factors in with Iowa because they do the RAI score, which includes how many core high school classes you have, including your foreign language. Any advice that I would have for students who want to graduate early is don't graduate early just to take a year off of school, because normally when you end up taking a year off of school, you aren't going to want to go back, and then you'll just be tired of school to the point that there won't be any urge to be able to return, when really if you go back, things will be a lot more useful, because if you at least have your bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year degree, then easily you'll be able to get many more opportunities compared to a 2-year degree or even just a high school degree.
All that information she shared was so very true and relevant, and I hope you guys paid attention to what she had to say. Thanks a lot, Heaven. That was great information. So, now that you all understand a little bit more about GPS, not just necessarily the global positioning system, but we're talking about your graduation position, make sure that you are using it. Make sure it gets recalibrated every now and then, because some of you might have some different things that might happen and come up, which is natural. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, keep checking it. Check it as regularly as possible. Check your grades. Talk to your teachers on a weekly basis. Pick one day out of each week to talk with your teachers and ask them what's your grade standing in that class at that particular time. Because again, that gives you an idea of where you're supposed to be. Are you closer to passing that class, or are you in the process of failing that class? So this is things you need to be thinking about. So I hope you got a lot of information. This was a kind of a short little video today, but I think even though it was short, I think you might have got hopefully some good information out of it. So I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm not quite to my destination yet. So as always, you know where we're at. Stop by our office if you have any questions, if you have concerns, if you want to know where you are on your GPS route, let us know and we can help you out. You know where we're at. Hit us up on Facebook. We'll see ya.